Hello guys, welcome to Supercoach 2026. I hope you all had a great season and a great off season. With the 2026 season just upon us, I thought I would start filming a video and yeah, show the team I'm going to create. I do apologize for not fully sticking out the content for last year. I didn't quit the season. I just kind of stopped filming. I just played it a bit more chill. But yeah, last season didn't actually go too bad. Just kind of trotted along, stagnated, and yeah, ended up climbing to top 1,000, which wasn't too bad. This year, I'm trying to. I was getting close here, but just couldn't push that final bit and fell back. But yeah, this year I'm aiming for a top 100 finish. Anything more than that would be great, but yeah, we're going for the big win. And I think a couple of things I learned from last year with the team. I Picks that killed me were probably picks like Matt Roberts, Perryman, trading to Sam DeConnin, overreacting on value. So lessons learned from last year and reflection to season 2025. We just I got to be more careful, or we as probably everyone, because I don't think I was the only one hurt by those picks. Just not overreacting to value and all that. Value is king, but also keeping your team together is pretty good. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly put this on, move this over here, update my team because I don't think I cleared it. So I'm just gonna quickly go back, trade, and clear my team. Yeah, amazing. Okay, cool. So going through the picks on my team, start off with defense. Who else to own but Nasai Wangburn Miller? The reason I like started my team around this time of year is because I like to see a bit of like preseason news, and yeah, Ross Linus pretty much gave him just to do whatever you want. Apparently at match sim today, he was in forward line when he wanted to be. He was in the midfield. Doesn't really have to ask the coach. He just goes where he wants, and yeah, he's their $1 million man now, or like $1.7 million man. I think not owning him is going to be crazy because he will get himself into any game. If he has to play half back, he will. If he has to play half forward, like, I mean, I don't think he'll put himself half forward a lot, but in clutch situations, he can do those goals. As we remember against Melbourne, he had like a 100-point quarter. I just, I don't think skipping Nasiah is the best option. He is going to be a top three defender this year, and yeah, you just want your guns. You don't want to have to try trade him in. He could drop to 550k, but I don't see him going below that, except for maybe an injury. So he's a gun. He gets to go wherever he wants, and it's a reason he's 55% owned. He should even be like 70% owned, but yeah, he's locked in. Another one, everyone's pretty much getting. Move it on. Connor Rosie, defense with new coach, looks good. Not gonna spend much time waffling about him because I'm sure there's like six other people that have. Now the next pick, another staple. Don't worry, this team gets a bit more interesting later. Kirch, another guy who we've seen a bit of, and we know what he can do in the halfback. We just gotta see a bit more of it. We're gonna let this defense pretty much fill itself out because I'm not going too much potty in the defense. But there's some good picks coming up. Coleman, apparently he's gonna may have heard he's gonna play a bit of forward. Luckily he plays round zero, so we will get to see him play before then. Just yeah, we just gotta wait and see in the round zero. But if he's still good enough play that for 233 he should have. And we'll fill out our rookies. We got Sarong. Mature age, looks good. Should be getting more games. Oh, and here's another one I forgot. Blackston. He's 1% owned at the moment. If preseason shows, he's a bit unique. So Blackston is training the ruck for Essendon right now. Nick Bryan is potentially coming, or most likely coming back around round six. Now, this guy could easily become a Rochelle, a Cornelia, a Connor McDonald. So take this mid-price pick with a grain of salt. I'm not going to do too many of them this year, but the reason I want to pump, the reason I would want a defense or a forward line mid-pricer, I'll show you later. But yeah, Blackston is currently my pick at the moment for ruck. This kind of like SDK. I don't want to trade someone like this guy in. If he goes round one, goes like a 90, and then round two goes an 80, I'd be livid having to trade him in. So all he needs to do is play and get 3 price rises, and then I can flick him off. He's there for now. Could easily change preseason games, but he's a little bit of a unique pick to everyone else. Finished it off pretty self-explanatory. Gibkiss, a rookie most people own, and Lindsay. Yeah, let's move it on. Midfield. After last year, like I've just mentioned, what punished me. Sometimes it's not owning your guns can really kill you. You want to look for value here and there, but you also want captaincy options. And I was just playing around a little bit with like these midfielders. So I haven't highlighted Max Holmes, but his average 70% CBAs was about 114. McCluggage, I think I got highlighted 121, doing over 70%. Uh, Nick Dacos. I actually done the opposite of Dacos. I was looking because he's 70% plus. He was like a 111, but when he's doing under 70%, he's 128. So we'll come back to that. I do want to own him, but I don't think I'm going to start Dacos purely for reasons like this. When he just gets tagged, I think you can pick him up cheaper, and he seems to prefer. No, he gets bullied a lot in that midfield. And I think Collingwood have got a very similar issue this year. He's a superstar player, and he's only young. Like, he's going to get better with age, but just while he's young, he still needs to like find spots like centre half back, half forward flank, half forward flank. He just needs to like get out of there sometimes to really pop off. You can see here the 169, 177. But he's still superstar. He will be in my team. I just don't know if I'm going to start him. And then we go, yeah, I think I looked at Bailey Smith 119 with 70, Anderson 113, Sarong was a 107. Everyone's talking about Sarong for value 570. I don't think I'll be going there this year, even though he doesn't have the buy. I think Freo's plan is like swapped up quite a bit. He's not enjoying like this new base. Like he's just not enjoying the pace right now. And there's a statistic by this guy here, Jade and Papaski. He's made a really amazing website if you ever want to use it. It's here. You can type in someone like a Sarong. Yeah, he's a huge stoppage player, but he doesn't get much on transition. And Freo last year were very quick. Brayshaw flourished, Jordan Clark flourished, but Sarong was kind of left in the dust. So I might pick him up. I just kind of don't want to start him because I want to see a little bit more from him. Matt Rao, yeah, he's a stoppage beast. Kind of want to start him, but he also shares a buy with 2 other players I'm going to show you. Finn Callahan, another gun. Still think he has a bit more to go, so I'm not going to start him. Here we go. This is Grundy. I can't spoil that, but here. This man here. Bontempelli. 60% plus CBAs. 136.9. It's more than gone. It is more than Grundy. We know Bont. He's a gun. Now the biggest fallback about him is he is 30 and he turns 31 near the end of the year. But I was just doing some like research, and so this person analyzed like the points per minute in Supercoach for their age. So you can see here 28. They peak at 29. 29 is genuinely when they score the most points per minute. So Bont would be sitting on this line right here, 28, 29, 30. So Bont's sitting about here right now. Still pretty much close to his peak. And Western Bulldogs, I believe, are going to be better this year. Apparently, Libba has hurt himself in training. Ed Richards isn't back. So Bont has to stay above 60% CBAs. And if this man is staying above 60% CBAs, he's at 136.9. So there's still 140 there, 141 where he had 55, 58. This one here where he got subbed out for a 128. we know Bont, he's a gun. And that's why my little point of difference can, like, from most content creators I've seen, like, I think he's a popular pick among a lot of others, but against content creators, I'm going Bontempelli. He's a captaincy option. He's a weapon. He is still essentially in his peak, and I think Western Bulldogs are better this year. He's going to be kicking it down to Aaron Norton and Sam Darcy. He's going to get more goal assist. He still needs to lead that midfield. He is a competitor. He probably wants a Brownlow. He's due for one. He hasn't got it yet, but he's so close, and I think he's a good pick. He's just going to be my captain every single week, and I'm going for him. I'm going a little bit different from most content creators. I'm going to back my boy Bont in. And yeah, that's where we go from there. Zach Butters, don't need much explaining. He is entering, like he's 25, I think he's turning 26. Yeah, he's entering his peak. And he's just a genuine gun. I don't see how he gets under 80% CBAs. He's one of their best. Contract year as well. There's not much self-explanatory. I've already talked about Dacos. When he's going to be put in the midfield a lot, and he is going to be targeted, so he's not my start. My two starters are between these two individuals, Bailey Smith and McCluggage. So this is for my M3 spot. I've been and ahhing about these two, so he's a 121 and Bailey Smith's a 119. Both are in midfields where I don't think they're going to get, or I believe they're not going to get tagged. They're not the stoppage guys. They have a lot of transition. Like we can go back to the statistic here. Like we go McCluggage here. Yeah, 50 and 51, like near perfect balance. And then we go Bailey Smith, 60 and 54. So he's even higher than McCluggage. The reason McCluggage scores a bit more is through like stuff like kicking efficiency and goal assist. I'm just gonna be, and McCluggage is also pretty much in his prime, but Bailey Smith is entering his prime. So I am gonna go for a pod here and go Bailey Smith. Just remembering with Bailey Smith, he has come off an ACL, and even when he came off an ACL, he got 147, 81. Cats did say they were gonna rest him, so he missed 3 games. Maybe there's a little like argument about his professionalism, but I think he's gonna go. He's gonna take his game to the next level. There is more improvement in his game. He can add more goal assist. He can add more. He can add more contested possession winning. He can add more cleaner possession. He's just came off an ACL. There is extra layers that he can add to his game. I'm bullish on Bailey Smith. I'm also a bit of a cat supporter, and heck, you're not going to win Supercoach by having the same players as everyone else. So, I think this midfield, I'm backing in 3 big dogs. I'm pretty much going to guns and rookie setup, except for like a Blackston here, but I'm not going to be going too crazy. So yeah, I'm paying a lot of money for my midfielders, but I'm hoping for a 125 to 130 here, 125, 130 here, and I'm banking Bailey Smith for a 120 to 125. If it's not Bailey Smith, something pops up, and if Bailey Smith goes like 100 in round 0 and Hugh McCluggage goes 120, I'll just pivot to him. But I'm pretty set on these two. And also, as we know, like the rules have changed this year, so there'll be more potential transition with the kick-ins, and I think players like Bailey Smith and McCluggage will benefit off that. And yeah, Rail and Anderson are also potential. We've already seen Nick Dacos. Our top 8 is probably sitting from here to here. I just have more faith in these 3 here to hold, improve, and start off well. And yeah, that's why I'm starting them. Even though they have the bye, I don't really mind having to field a rookie for their buys. They'll gap their opponents by 10, 15 points a week. Now let's go down. Now here's my first value pick of the midfield, Goulden. Goulden, when he was doing 30% CBAs, he was averaging 116. Same as so even with his age, like this was 30% over 2 years, and his age, he's beginning to enter his prime. Sydney probably needs some new guys in that midfield. Mills keeps constantly getting injured. Heaney's getting older. Adams is injured. I think Sydney, and they've still got Chad Water and all that, but Goulden's going to get that 30% plus role with a bit of wing, and he's a genuine competitor. He had an interrupted preseason. He's now had a full preseason. commonly picked guy, but I back him in. Sarong's also there, but I'm just gonna pass on Sarong for the moment. Now, another value pick, just no one can argue with Hayden Young. He's done hundreds in the past. He's done 105. Even if he only makes money and he gets like injured, it's still all okay. But he could be an M8. He's that good of a player. So I think most people should be starting him. Now we'll go fill out the rookies. Go Cummin, Sharp, Smith. Probably the 3 highest scoring midfielder rookies we'll get this year. And then we got Girls here. Playing a bit of lockdown and rebound. Still looks like a good rookie. Will Brody, I didn't think I'd be picking him. I was like, this guy's not getting a shot at Port Adelaide. And then all of a sudden he's killed it in the preseason match today, and he's going to be covering Ollie Wines. I don't know how long he stays. He's probably hoping he doesn't get like a Wines or Drew and all that stay away. But heck, we might as well just start him and see what happens. What's he done in the past? I think I remember. I only him in 2020. Yeah, here. You're paying 119k for someone who's done 102 before. Just leave it and hope for the best with him. If he plays round 1, you just gotta hope he stays in. Next one we'll go to, we're going to Rux. Tristan Sherry's 27. He's entering his prime. It's the reason he's most owned. And even though the Ruck contest will take a little hit this year, he just makes such a big difference in those stoppages. He's a genuine weapon. Whether the new Ruck rules also affect him is up to preseason matches. Just think with his age and his genuine ball, like contested work, I don't think he drops off that much. I think he might even improve. I don't know what to say much about Gawn and Grundy just because of their age. But as we've seen here with Grundy, Grundy went 130 except for like an injury in a sub game. So if Tristan Sherry doesn't look like he's suited new rules, I could swap Grundy to him as a little bit of a pod, but I'm going to leave him there for now. And then Tim English is my next pick. He's done 128 before. These new rules is someone that should suit the jump in and the transition. I think he's a genuine, let's see his transition score, and I think he's a really good running ruck. Yeah, he gets around, he's a bit more spread out, so not only does he have stoppages, he has a good amount of transition. I think Gawn's the best for transition. Yeah, Gawn's pretty much similar to English. They're nearly an even split. Gawn just takes a lot of contested marks, which is what pumps up his super coach, so. But yeah, I'm not going to pay 89k for a 34-year-old. The fact this guy had injuries, this guy had like injury for a bit, a little bit of injury, and this 34-year-old pumped. You just beg the question: when is his time coming? It may bite me another year, but I'm gonna back in the 28-year-old Tim English to not only flourish with these new rules, but recapture a bit of his 2023 form. Next guy, Reedy, apparently was really good in the match sim today. He was strong. He fought really well. Don't see why no one would have him at R3 because he could just make some cheeky cash. Gonna pump through. Sheasel, 70% owned. Yep, no arguments there. Sheasel's a gun. We know what he can do. Flanders, yep. Once again, 66% owned. I'm not gonna waste your time with that. Trelaw, and then yeah, these two could very well just be top 3 forward and a top 5 forward. So getting them for this price is amazing. Next one is Philippou. Yeah, he's a young gun. He's had a couple years in the system, just unlucky through injury. Saints really want to get him in that midfield, so yeah, it'll be good to see him get out there. Marshall, apparently training half back, which is going to be really interesting. He'll get lots of kick-ins and should be good for his scoring. At Gold Coast, Lombard's having a killer preseason. With Fioroni, Flanders, Answorth leaving, there should be a spot for him. I know he's also got to fight against Uerland and Patterson now, but he's had 1 year in the system, so I'm sure they'll favour Lombard as he's had a bit of time. Doveston, one of probably the most exciting small forwards in the draft. There's also like Pickett's and Naines, but Doveston has they've highly rated his footy IQ and just his footy craft. So not finishing craft. So I think North Melbourne will get him on the field pretty quickly. They need to start getting those forwards set up. They need that future. I'm sure he'll play round one and he should be a decent rookie. Robertson, yeah, we know him. A lot of years in the system, couldn't break into Brisbane. Let's see if he gets it at West Coast Eagles. And finally finish it off another rookie. Just a DPP so I can flick him up defense mid. Yeah, it's going to be Farrow. And yeah, that's my team. I'm sure when the preseason matches come out, I'll talk a bit more about changes and reasons because none of this is set. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the structure. The only thing I'd potentially change is if like a Blackiston doesn't look like he's gonna be away from O'Brien. Looks like he's not too far away. I'd happily change him out to one more mid-pricer. I just really want to run a 3 rookie midfield though. Sharp feels like a 60 to 70. Smith can be 60 plus, and Cummin feels like a 55, 60 plus as well. And not to mention I also have Brody. This guy's Ratashko. Apologies if I butchered it. On the wing, got Gersh, and I can put Farrow. Yeah, these midfield rookies look really good. I haven't even got to Smiley and Draper might come in future in a couple rounds, and yeah, I, I don't feel like clogging up the midfield with a Parrish or a Harley Reid. Even though they do look like really good picks, I just really want to get these. I want to really field 3 mid rookies this year. I think they're going to be very strong, and even Gibkiss should be a good scorer, and Lindsay, Lombard, Marshall. So if I had to do anything, I'd probably trade out Blackson, get a Gibkiss on the field, and then get rid of a forward rookie and put like a Rochelle or a McDonald. I'm pretty happy with this midfield. I don't want to touch it. I've got captaincy options for the first couple weeks, and even when I have a bye here, like these two can fill it. Reedy that's maybe the only risk he's hopefully playing, and then I can just do DPP and swing people around the cover. And even then, it's best 22 out of 23. So yeah, that's my team. It's a little bit different from others. Oh, who can I lie? Everyone's pretty much got the same defense and forward. Trying some little different things here in the midfield and ruck. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good start to Supercoach 2026. Wish you all the best, and I'm sure I'll give more videos once preseason comes out, because we always know when those preseason matches start, it goes to absolute chaos. We get fed like 7, 8 different like midfielders popping off, and we go, oh, who did we go? And even round zero is really going to be where a lot of teams get finished up. It's a bit of a frustrating round because we get free information on Bontempelli, we get free information on Smith, English, Flanders, Poe, Nas, and these guys that maybe would have been like 20%, 10% owned could easily become 40 or 50% owned after one game. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be more updates coming up soon. Wishing you all the best, and yeah, hopefully you liked and enjoyed the video, and please give any feedback. Peace.